All right, I think we are live. We should be live on YouTube. Can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly? Please let me know in the chat. Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? I'm sorry for the late start. I've got a lot on my mind. This is going to be another interesting show. A show I really wish I didn't have to do. Got 10 thumbs up, 9 people here. Let me see. Can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly? Let me know in the chat, please. I would appreciate that. Just going to wait another minute or so to make sure people can hear me and see me. I know there are people there, and the latency is only 3 seconds on these mobile streams, so it's pretty much almost instant communication. Can we and hear you okay on my end? Or you meant to say we can hear you and see you. Okay, you can hear me and see me. Okay. All right, let's get right to it, folks. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition. This is episode number 91. And after quite a bit of time since the last time I was here, I'm back at Red Morton Park, the place where people tried to swap me from that other group in the past. And they also sent people to stalk me out here and take pictures of me, and guess who was involved in that every time? The Lycantheory channel. The Lycantheory channel seems to have a vendetta to try to just take me down and just destroy my right to free enterprise. And I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. And it's going to come to an end. The end is near. Because enough is enough. And I'm just going to get right to the point here, folks, because I just want to get it off my mind. Well, the topic of this stream is Lycantheory channel incites his audience to mass flag my channel for no reason. One more time. Lycantheory channel incites his audience to mass flag my channel for no reason. He's basically trying to get people to flag my video that I was bullying a blind man, a disabled man, when I did nothing but help him. It's absolutely ridiculous and preposterous, and it's all he can do. Because everything else that he's done to me, I've shut down. This 35-year-old grown man, formerly from Florida, now in, God, where the heck is he again? I forgot where he was at. I forgot the state he lives in now. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Has been coming at me for many years because he has nothing else. He has nothing else to create content off of, and that's the audience he built. Whether I talk about him or not, he continues to do it. He's paid by a sponsor to do it. I've said it over and over again. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of talking about this. Now, if you saw my stream from earlier today or the past few days, you know that the Lycantheory channel is actually somewhat dating. I guess they're dating long distance internet dating. They've never met. Is dating a woman that I worked with on a few projects last year regarding a couple of perpetrators that were coming at the both of us in real life from YouTube. That woman has created many issues throughout many various other communities on YouTube in the past. And while I was working for her, these people that had dealt with her before had warned me about her, and I didn't listen. I should have listened. Now, the reason why I didn't listen, I'm not trying to make an excuse, is because her and I were working together on a couple of projects that were very beneficial to me and to her. So while I did see a lot of the behavior that you folks were making me aware about this woman, I didn't see the conniving and vindictive side of her when she doesn't get her way, or when people call her out on the terrible things she's doing. Quite frankly, ma'am, you are your own worst enemy. You've put yourself in this position. So what would you expect, ma'am, when you put yourself in this position? I'm at the point right now, folks, where there's only one way this is going to end. I've tried for many years to end this harassment and cyberbullying, defamation of character, and violating my right to free enterprise by this 35-year-old man who's now being assisted by this psychopathic woman. She is psychopathic. She's trying to help him take my channel down and destroy my name. I'm now at the point, folks, where the only way this is going to be rectified is legally in a civil lawsuit. It has to be a civil lawsuit. There's no other way around it. A lot of the things these people have done are criminal, but as we've all said before in the past, you try to report these things and they call it a YouTube beef, right? The truth of the matter is, it is a civil matter, and they have violated the law, and they need to be brought to justice. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me see here. Good, Coach. Good topic, Coach. Well, thank you. Are you folks there? Can you hear me and see me? Let me know. I'm in some shade here so I can see the chat. Let me know if you can see me and hear me. You're probably just listening intently. Mutt, Queen, Dream, anyone else there? Loud and clear. Okay, thank you. There are a few rough reception spots. I'm trying to avoid people because I'm not wearing a mask. I have my mask in my pocket. But you can't do a stream with a mask on. And you can't really enjoy the park with a mask on. But I am staying my 6 feet. And I've been fine so far. All right, let me see here. I am here. Okay, thank you, Queen. So I've gotten to the point of where this has to go to court, and it's going to be a civil lawsuit. And every one of us knows, give me a second here. Okay. Every one of us knows that civil lawsuits are quite expensive. And I'm going to do something I've never done before. As guilty as I feel about it, I got to do what I got to do. Because many other people are being harmed by this people, and something needs to be done. And I'm going to be the one that leads everyone that's been harmed by these two people. I'm going to bring justice for everybody. James Pink says clear. Thank you. Appreciate it. To start a civil lawsuit against these two people, It's going to require at least a $5,000 or $10,000 down payment. And you know what? If the other side wants to say this is e-begging, panhandling, I don't care. I don't care what you folks think. You folks, for the last several years, have destroyed my right to free enterprise. And instead of me making the money that you folks have made at my name, at my expense, you guys stole that from me. So I have no shame in putting it out there and saying, hey, right now at this point, that kind of money would set me back to a point where it wouldn't put me in the best spot. I just so happen to live in one of the most expensive areas on the planet. And I'm not saying that I couldn't afford this on my own, but it would really, really put me in a bad spot, and I don't want to put myself in that position. But something needs to be done. So I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to try to crowdfund this. I know I don't have the biggest active audience. I also know that a lot of my audience members don't have a lot of money, and that's fine. But you never know who does and who doesn't, and who really cares about people being cyberbullied and harassed and having their right to free enterprise violated constantly. And nothing can be done about it but sit back and watch these people steal money out of your pocket and get away with it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. This man, the owner of the Lycantheory channel, and his girlfriend, I can't even mention her name because she'll file a privacy complaint or she'll try to strike it down for copyright or something. That's how spiteful and vindictive this woman is because she makes so many mistakes. She doesn't want to own up to them. She wants to be allowed to make mistakes and then squash them like they never happened and never own up to those mistakes. I cannot respect someone like that. This woman commented 17 hours ago, it's probably 18 now, on a community post that the Lycantheory channel put out there with timestamps saying, just a suggestion. And he flagged my video for bullying and harassment and put timestamps saying that I was bullying and harassing RJ Sandifer, who's a good friend of mine, and I'm just trying to protect him. He incited his audience to mass flag my channel for no reason. I was not bullying anybody. I don't do that. I have a clean channel. My channel is the cleanest channel on YouTube. RJ, I hope you're listening to this. These are the types of people you're dealing with here, bro. They don't care about you. They only care about themselves. Those two, that man and that woman, they're very, very sick people. Very, very sick people. They want to be allowed to make mistakes and hurt other people to make their living. And then when you try to stop them, they try to further hurt the people that are trying to stop their game. I need your help, folks. I don't feel good about asking for your help. I don't feel good about it. It's not me. I've always been the kind of guy that likes to take care of things myself, but I'm going to be clear with you folks. This is going to cost me a lot of money. And I'm just not in that position to afford this on my own, but it needs to be done. I'm going to probably start a GoFundMe by tomorrow. And the goal is going to be $10,000. It's going to be a legal fund on the Lycantheory channel. It's also going to include his internet girlfriend. Ma'am, you commented below that posting and you said there are more timestamps, right? So in essence, you're helping him try to take me down, ma'am. You're inciting an attack on my channel. I did screenshot it. I have it. If you delete it, I do have it. And I have a lot of other evidence on both you, ma'am, and your boyfriend that runs the Lycantheory channel. And if you say you have the same evidence on me, ma'am, that's fine. I know exactly what you've got, and you got nothing on me. Ma'am, you manipulated me. You pushed me into doing things I didn't feel comfortable doing. That's going to be part of my case as well. That's what you do, ma'am. You put yourself in this position. You forced my hand to go to a level I didn't want to go to. There are many people that have had the same issue with you, ma'am. You've harmed so many people out here. So many people out here. And you know what? You were able to convince me that the other people that were telling me to watch out for you were wrong. And I took your side. I was clouded and blinded because of the fact that we were working together on bringing 2 other perpetrators to justice. And we did accomplish that, so I do thank you for that. But that does not excuse your other behavior. You don't get time for good behavior. You mess up, you mess up. That's how life works. Ma'am, you're not going to stop, and neither is your boyfriend that runs the Lycantheory channel. You folks are never going to stop until I take civil legal action on you and force you to stop and go after you for every penny you've got. I want to let you folks aware. I want to make you folks know anyone that contributes to this legal fund, whatever restitution I get from both of these people, I will pay you all back. This is not about wanting your money. This is about bringing these people to justice. I'm tired of it. Eli's like Superman. Truth, justice, and the American way. I'm here for another few minutes. That's no problem, Mutt. Yeah, guy. This is what's happening. This 35-year-old spoiled, entitled millennial has made his name and his money on my name. He attacked my former audience when I kicked him out of my channel for being rude. He brought him over to his channel and made him into Coach Eli haters. And then he's created over 100 videos on me on his Lycantheory channel and another 30 or 40 videos between the rest of his channels. I even created a website on him and his sponsor to share all those links. Some of those videos he's put to private, some are still public, but I've got them all downloaded. I've got everything on this guy. I got everything on him. He knows if I'm able to raise the money and sue him civilly, he's screwed. You know that, sir. It's the only way. You've been playing the system. You've been playing the system that no one's going to sue you civilly because it's not easy to afford, right? Even Rogue Internet Man. Even Rogue Internet Man, who said the same thing to you when you created a fund on your channel called the Assassin Fund. And you were trying to crack a joke saying that you were raising money to assassinate him, right? In a court of law, that wouldn't matter. In a court of law, that's incitement. The same thing you just did to your viewers to falsely flag my video from yesterday. By the way, I have reported you to YouTube on that and creator support. Keep coming at me, Lycantheory. Keep coming at me in the ways you are, and karma is going to kick in very soon. Karma has no deadline, and you mess with the bull, you get the horns. This has to go civil, folks. I am not joking. This is no joke. I've been doing this for 4 years. I've been doing this for 4 years, and I love what I do. I love helping people. By the way, for those of you who have been following me for a while, this is the new playground. I think they finally finished it all. You see that? Now, it's pretty busy, and I'm not wearing a mask, so I'm not going to go anywhere near there, but I'm going to just show this to you as I walk on by. This is a premium playground. I'm just waiting for people to pass on by. That's awesome, says Queen. Queen, do you remember when I showed you folks last year on the live streams that they were building the playground? You remember that, Queen? I think it's 100% complete now. I actually no, it's not. It's like 80% complete. There's still a little bit more to complete. I don't think they've completed the kindness corner yet. That's what everyone's wondering about. That's been following me for a while. But look at this. Look at this. This is awesome. I wish I had a playground like this when I was a kid. So this is where the fencing ends. I think they're going to add another part, like right over here. I think the kindness corner is coming over here. You see, it's still fenced off, and they're still working on this. There's going to be another entrance right here. You see the path. So the kindness corner is going to be like somewhere in this area. Yep, I remember, says Queen. 41 people here. 14 thumbs up. Folks, can you please get those thumbs up? I need your help to get this channel moving forward with the right people, and I need the thumbs up to offset these haters. This echo chamber's thumbs down. So like I was saying, I need your help, folks. It makes me feel guilty beyond belief to have to even put it out there and ask my audience for help to raise funds regarding this. I don't have a choice. I want this to end. If you believe in justice, if you believe in doing the right thing and protecting good people from other terrible people, I've got some never mind, I'm not going to say it. There's some kids just passing by. They're looking at me like, what the heck is he doing? I'm broadcasting live on YouTube. I turned the camera, that's why, you know. I follow the rules. Anyway. Like I said, I need your support, folks. And if we can't get support on this, these people are going to continue to do what they're doing. And it's not just me that they're harming. They've harmed a lot of people. Now, it is important to follow YouTube guidelines. Of course it is. I always do. I always do, bro. I always do. Now, I want to mention a few people by first name. And again, I say this with no obligation, and I'm not asking any of you for anything. I'm not asking any of you for money, and I'm not asking you to support me. I'm just owning up to what I finally realized regarding this woman that's, dating the channel owner of the Lycantheory channel. I just finally realized what you folks have seen in her long before I saw it. And Susie, and even you, Kelly. There's another woman by the name of Kelly. She tried to get through to me. I had a hard time trusting anybody back then because everyone was spinning their own narrative, including this woman that's dating the Lycantheory channel owner. You were right, Kelly. You were right, Susie. You all were right. I know the RDA crew have had enough of L Theory and are actively going after his channel. Well, I want to connect with them. It's not that listen, I'm not here to incite anything on anyone's channel. I'm here to do things legally and maturely and professionally. But hey, James, is there any way you can connect me with RDA? What is RDA? I haven't heard of RDA. Can you share with me who RDA is? And do you think they'd be willing to work with me? Because there's a whole lot more to it than just his channel. His channel is not that big of a deal. It's what he does to people off his channel that he broadcasts on his channel and makes money off of it. So I guess it does also have to do with his channel. But this needs to go legal, man. This needs to be a civil suit, and maybe we can all pitch in together and maybe create a class action lawsuit against these two people. It needs to be done. I know some people were trying to make this happen. Kelly and Susie and you ladies were trying to get through to me. You were trying to take some action, and I didn't listen. And I was wrong, and you ladies were totally right. And I'm admitting to you folks, hey, when I make mistakes, I admit them. You were right and I was wrong. And I apologize. And again, I'm not expecting anything from any of you. But I was blinded to see the truth you were sharing because I was working with this woman to bring two other people to justice that were attacking us and harassing us. So I was busy dealing with something legitimately with this woman to the point of where I overlooked all this stuff because she knew how to handle this stuff. The truth of the matter is, like I said, you folks were right about her all along. Now, it was bad enough. This owner of the Lycantheory channel, he was bad enough on his own doing what he's been doing to harm people. But now you put him and this woman together, and that's insanity. You got two people together right now that are going to continue to attack people's channels in fraudulent ways, file fake copyright strikes. They're going to try to take people down. They're going to do shady things behind the scenes. I know what these people do. I've seen it with my own two eyes. I have all the evidence. I can't put it on my channel. It'll get flagged down. It's a privacy issue. And it'll get flagged down for guidelines violations. I'm not going to do that, but I've got all this evidence. I know the feeling, Queen. Gaming, I am doing okay. I've been extremely busy. Hey, how you doing, Will? Not So Nerdy Gaming. Welcome to the show, bro. Ross Dog Channel, they're a tight-knit group, but they worked out Lycantheory quickly. They got a hold of a conversation between Raleigh, Lycantheory, and that woman. Okay? And I have a lot myself, too. I got a lot on all of them. And listen, I'm not here to create issues or to incite anything. I'm here to run a professional, mature channel. But this is the only way I can talk to my audience and see where people are at. Do you know these people very well? And if you know them, do you think they'd be willing to talk with me? Or should I reach out to them? Is there a way I can reach out to them? I will check them out. Maybe, do they do live streams? Maybe I can go on one of their panels and share my thoughts with them. Because let me tell you something. There's nobody besides me that has the amount of damning receipts on both these people. Not as much on Raleigh. Raleigh's not that big of a deal. Raleigh's like he's an instigator, he's like a little kid, right? I'm not really concerned with Raleigh. Raleigh will just, be Raleigh. But this woman and Lycantheory are the two people that are creating an incredible amount of harm every day. Lycantheory primarily because he's getting paid to do that by a sponsor. So I have decided I am going to go legal as soon as I'm able to put the funds together. I'm going to look at some of my investments and other options and do what I got to do. But I'm also looking at crowdfunding. I know there are many people out here on this platform that have been harmed by these two people, and you want to see justice. And I want to help you folks bring justice, not just for myself, but for everyone. It's the only way it's going to stop. I've tried to stop this guy. I've tried many things. I've reported him to YouTube many times. Sometimes they take him down, sometimes they won't. It's a crapshoot. It has to go legal. It has to go civil. It has to go to a civil lawsuit. It is going live in 7 hours. They had Shangy on a couple of days ago. Now, are they a cool group of people? Are they guys and gals, or is it a dude? Are they pretty cool, man? Do you think they'd be open to hearing my my stuff? I will check him out when I get back home after the stream ends. It's sunny out here, but it's a little chilly too. It's like 57, 58 degrees. That's why I'm bundled up. But as you walk around, you start to build more heat too. But it's a nice day. I can't complain. It's a beautiful day. This is the park where I grew up at. Oh, right here. Do you see this field right here? You see this Mitchell Field? Back in the days before the 49ers moved to Santa Clara, this right here in the 80s, and I believe up to the early 90s, was their practice field here at Red Morton Park. You see this right here? This is now a soccer field. There's a baseball field over there, Kiwanis Park, where I played Little League Baseball, and now this is Mitchell Field. It's a baseball field and a soccer field, I believe, too. But this right here used to be the San Francisco 49ers practice location for many, many decades. Little history. And I don't know if you could see way back on the other side, there are some brown buildings. Those used to be the offices for the 49ers. There is some small buffering every now and then for me, just so you know, but for the most part, it's no lag. Well, I'm on mobile, dude, and sometimes when you go under the, that's to be expected on mobile. When you go under some, electrical wires and stuff like that, that happens. Anyway, Mr. Lycantheory, look, I know you're going to keep on going until you're stopped legally. You're going to keep on going. Because right now you're at the point, man, where you have nothing to lose. Well, you have everything to lose. But when I say nothing to lose, I mean, if you're about to lose it all, why not keep going until it all falls apart, right? You're not going to stop until you're legally taken down at the very last second. That's the kind of guy you are. That's not a real man, in my opinion, dude. You're the furthest thing from an example of a good, decent man. You're pathetic, dude. What are you gonna do? Flag me for calling you pathetic? I'm just stating how I feel about you, man. I'm not attacking you. I'm stating facts. I'm stating the situation is pathetic. It's ridiculous. Why can't you just let it go, Lycantheory? Why can't you stop? Do you understand that you're now? I don't know if you see Lycantheory, and I'm not saying I'm all that. I got a long way to go. But compared to where I was at a few months ago, I'm starting to rebuild. I'm starting to rebuild an audience that's here supporting me, and they're making me aware that there are other people that are tired of you, and they want to come at you legally as well. Do you not understand the position you're putting yourself in, or you've put yourself in, and now you're associating with a woman that's gonna bring you down, dude? I'm telling you right now, your decline, and I can guarantee you, no matter how much Susie and Kelly and other people don't like me from the past, I'm sure they 100% agree with me. That woman is going to be your demise. Do you not understand, Lycantheory, that when that woman that you're supposedly dating over the internet comes at people, they're going to come at you, right? Do you not realize that? And the more and more she attacks people on your behalf that you don't like, the more they're going to come at you. What's it going to take for you to walk away, man? Are you going to walk away? Let everything go? Or do you want it to go legal? And you're going to say, oh, you know, he threatens to go legal all the time. No, dude, I'm going to start a GoFundMe tomorrow. And I'm going to look at my investments and I'm going to look into it. It's going to happen. And I'm also going to look into this RDA thing and see if I can go on his panel later tonight. And like in theory, if you want to go there and raid that chat with your pathetic echo chamber dramasphere group, go right ahead. As far as I've heard, they don't like you for what you're doing in the same ways I don't like what you're doing. They'll probably just ban you if they already haven't. So what's it going to take to stop, man? How much longer are you going to play this charade? Listen, man, it's not about me wanting to defeat you. I just want you to stop. Stop doing what you're doing to harm people. Stop inciting hate and violence. Stop inciting people to mass flag other people's channels when you're a hypocrite and say that, oh, you're a flagger. Right? You criticize people of being flaggers, yet you incite your entire audience to flag people, including my channel. You're not congruent with your words, dude. You're not. And see, you decided probably years ago, because you can't make it in the real world, and you can't make it out here on YouTube doing something legit, you decided to become a dramasphere channel and just attack people and just stir up the pot and entertain your audience off of that. And you thought that was going to be sustainable, dude? And you also thought that people weren't going to come at you for doing that? You put yourself in this position, bro. You did. You put yourself in this position. You only have yourself to blame. I'll check out the chat in a second. I need to hit some shade. Sorry, folks. Give me a second here. It's a beautiful day out here. I can't complain. I can't complain. I give up my left and right arms and legs to live out here, but it's worth it. Got 40 people in the box, 14 thumbs up. Well, Eli, I have to go and get ready for work. I will talk later. Thank you for stopping by. Well, I appreciate it. Are there ads playing in the middle of the stream too? Because I don't have it set that way. That typically only happens on the replay. Are there ads happening in the middle of the stream? Is YouTube automatically doing that even for monetized channels? Wow. Lewis says, I'm watching your ads, and so does George. James Pink says, Lycantheory is more desperate now for funds. He's moved out of home and realizes there's bills to pay other than feeding himself and his cat. He wants to impress his sponsor, so he's back on your case. Right. Right. I've been saying that all along, dude. I've been saying that all along. The problem is, just like Rogue Internet Man said, when Lycantheory created the Assassin Fund as a joke to try to, say he's going to go after and assassinate Rogue Internet Man for talking about him, about the same things I'm talking about, him now, right? And Rogue Internet Man came on Lycantheory's panel after his stream ended and basically said that, hey, you know what? You can't be sued for that. I'm not going to sue you, but you never know who actually will do it one day. Lycantheory knows. He's breaking the law. He knows it. He just also knows that it's highly unlikely somebody that's a small YouTuber, sorry, it's highly unlikely that someone as a small YouTuber is going to be able to afford to sue him in a civil court of law, because it's a civil matter. It's not a criminal matter. What he's basically doing is he's rolling the dice. I keep saying that. He's rolling the dice. He knows he's violating the law, but unless someone can afford to bring him to justice, he's going to keep violating the law to impress his sponsor. And I'm hot in his tail. I'm hot in his tail. And no, I'm not harassing you, Lycantheory. I'm not harassing you. I have the right to react to things that you do in a professional manner. I'm not harassing you. You're harassing me and everyone else. And you're trying to flip it around, saying that we're harassing you. Because that's all you can do. That's all you've been doing, man. It's pathetic. More and more people are seeing the true colors of Lycantheory. And more people are tired of it and seeking legal action. San Mateo County Sheriff just went by. They all know me. My mother used to work at the county office. The sheriff's office was right across the street. She was a divorce clerk for 25 years. Anyone that would get divorced in San Mateo County, Redwood City is the county seat, the capital of San Mateo County, they'd have to go through my mom. I used to hear about everyone's divorces back in my younger days. And as we got older, my brother and I and the family would gather, in one location. And my mother would say, "You want to hear who got divorced today?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm going to tell you anyway." Oh, whatever. I really didn't want to hear about people getting divorced. Although I must say, some of her stories were very interesting. But I really don't want to hear about people getting divorced. It's not a real positive thing, you know what I mean? Let me see here. Kelvin says, I have not had any ads get at least. Well, some people will get one before the stream starts and some people won't. It just depends. The wolf need to be put out of his misery. I hear you, Queen. How is Lycantheory able to flag your channel with just his icon showing on the chat screen when he uses your image segments of your vids on his stream weekly? It doesn't make sense. I can flag him for that, bro. I can flag him for that. In the past, I have flagged him. Here, this is what him and Raleigh and other creators do to play the system. You can file a copyright on anything like that, right? Any image. And what will happen is YouTube will send them a copyright, we'll give them a copyright strike. But then they have the option of filing a counter notification saying that it's fair use. All they have to do is say it's fair use according to Section 107 of U.S. copyright law, right? And then these people like to write back snarky remarks to YouTube copyright and say, this YouTuber is falsely flagging me. He's just trying to, take down my channel or something. Like they write some snarky stuff, right? I see these counter notifications. When I filed some copyrights in the past, they filed counter notifications. And then when that's approved, I then have 10 business days to sue them in a copyright court of law, which used to be only available in federal court. Now they just started a small claims version that was approved at the end of the year, at the end of 2020. It's still not put together yet. Once that is available, then we'll be able to sue people that we take down for copyright, and then they file a counter notification saying that they were using our material for fair use, under fair use. Then we go to court, and then the court of law would decide if it's fair use or not. Only the copyright court of law can determine what's actually fair use or not. Fair use is subjective to the court of law. Okay. I was waiting to see where that guy was walking. Okay. So they play the system there, dude. That's another part of the system that he plays. That's why he can get away with putting memes of me, because he knows if I flag him down, he's going to file a counter notification and win every time. So I don't flag him anymore. I just flag him for guideline violations when they violate the guidelines. But I don't publicly incite people to flag other people's channels. That's a violation of the terms of service in itself. That's incitement against the YouTube terms of service. This guy is just desperate right now. He's desperate. He's desperate to keep the facade going, to keep getting paid. That's what it is. But he's putting himself in a legal world of doo-doo. I don't want to swear. He's putting himself in a world of legal doo-doo and risking his channels being shut down for violating the terms of service at the same time. He's rolling the dice. You all know it, I know it, and he knows it. He knows he's rolling the dice. And so far, he's winning. So far, he's rolling sevens, right? So far, he's rolling sevens, right? I haven't played craps in a while. But when do you lose when you roll the dice? It's the two ones. What do they call it? They call it craps, right? It's what do they call that? You crap out, right? Somebody help me here that knows about craps. It's been a while. Snake eyes. It's called snake eyes. That's right. It's snake eyes. Snake eyes is when you lose at craps, right? Somebody help me out. I know some of you guys understand the game. It's been a while. I'm more of a blackjack player. I've done 2 laps. That's 2 miles. Probably gonna do 2 more laps and stay on the air. Yes, you're right. It's called snake eyes, right, Queen? It's called crapping out or snake eyes. That's when you lose, and when you win when you hit 7. So he wants to keep rolling the dice. Lycantheory. You think you're going to keep rolling sevens for the rest of your life? This dude is so triggered. He's trying to take me down. He's trying to take me down because I'm trying to stop him from attacking me and attacking other people, because that's the way he makes his money. Excuse me a second. Well, let me come up here to the grass, and I'll read the chat. Okay, I'm back, and we'll have a new look to reveal soon. Cool. Lewis Fuller says, Queen Helen Casey. 33 people in the box, 16 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. So, folks, I need your help. I'm not sitting here begging for money. If you want to call it that, call it that. We need to bring these people to justice, one way or another, whether it's monetarily or you have other information you can help in any other way, shape, or form. I want to hear from you. Here's a sign. Looks like they repainted the sign. The Red Morton Park sign. Let me come over here. I can't even see. It's because of my sunglasses too. Can you folks see that? Yeah. All right. Let's continue. So now tonight, He's going to go live after I've done 2 streams to talk about everything that he could possibly talk about. Lycantheory, what are you going to talk about tonight that you haven't already that I haven't already talked about, and that you already haven't talked about a million times? What are you going to talk about? Right? What are you going to create, the legal fund to sue me? I would love for you to sue me. I would love for you to sue me. Then I can use my legal shield and defend myself against you for free. Go ahead and sue me. Have your girlfriend sue me too. Sue me together. I'm begging you. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to court. Have your sponsor sue me. He's money bags, right? Let's all go to court and bring our individual evidence, right? You don't want that, Lycantheory. You see, Lycantheory, you talk a big game hiding behind the keyboard. In real life, you'd be pooping in your pants. Even if I would never hurt you, dude. I would never be violent with you in person. But if I were to run into you somewhere, you'd be pooping in your pants based on what you've done. You see, you act like the big man on campus when you hide behind the keyboard. That's pretty pathetic, man. Pretty pathetic. Don't you guys think that he acts like the big man on campus behind the keyboard? Do you think in real life, if him and I were hanging out at the park right now, he'd be calling me the C-U-C-K or anything like that? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What do you plan to do next, Lycantheory? You happy I'm back at Red Morton Park? You gonna plot something like you always have done? Go for it. Do what you gotta do. The more you do, the more evidence you give me. You see, the difference now, Lycantheory, is that a year later, there are more people that want to come after you legally than just me. A lot of people. A lot of people, man. Keep doing what you're doing. It's only a matter of time. Karma has no deadline, and you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Like I mentioned in the past, folks, I'll say it again. These people tried to swap me at the park here in the past last year. They also sent somebody, they sent a private investigator or somebody that was acting like one. It was somebody that was a part of their team that lives locally to stalk me at the park. And basically, I saw this car following me daily. And then one day I was doing a walk. It was parked along the side. And I was live on the air. And just like right now, I have the DVR off to where you can't rewind on my streams. And I went up to this person and I asked him, "Are you this such and such gentleman?" And he played it off like he wasn't, but he sounded kind of shaken up. I didn't show his face on the camera, but I was talking with him, right? I knew this was plotted by Lycantheory and his people. So what did I do? Once the stream ended, I immediately put the stream to private before I could finish processing. There was no way anyone could have downloaded it, and there was no way anyone could have rewinded to the beginning to start recording. So the only way, Lycantheory had a full copy of that. He prepared and plotted this. He sent that person down to stalk me, and he was there screen recording, knowing that I was going to probably either delete the video or put it to private. And he says that he had nothing to do with it. You had everything to do with it, and I have proof because I have, even if you put that stream to private on your channel with Mr. You-Know-Who Lycantheory, I've got that downloaded. I've also got the original stream. It's not public. It's private on my channel, but I got it. Do you not think that in a civil court of law, that wouldn't look good? Or you think that would look good? I mean, it wouldn't look good. That's what I'm trying to say. How many more pieces of evidence do you need me to bring out? You've gotten away with a lot because nobody's taken legal action on you in a civil court. And you're thinking that nobody ever will. But think again. Think again. Get triggered all you want. You can come and say, oh, he threatens to sue me all the time. Well, this time, we're moving forward. This time, we're moving forward. I'm creating the GoFundMe. A $10,000 GoFundMe. And actually, what I'm going to do, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do one better. I'm going to start a class action lawsuit against Lycantheory. I'm going to start a class action lawsuit, and we can all pitch in and pay for the attorneys. That's probably a better way to do it. I'm going to think about that and decide by later tonight or tomorrow before I put out the GoFundMe. Got 29 people here, 18 thumbs up. LOL says Queen. I'm following your YouTube channel. Who are you saying that to, Lewis? Got an Amazon vehicle over here delivering some products. 2 Amazon mobiles. What a great company. They have their own vans. They've had them for a little while now. So they deliver every day. I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words. Just makes me wonder, does this kid not get it? Does this kid not get it? He's like a little kid. Does he not get it? Or does he get it and he's just rolling the dice because he's got nothing else? You know, the woman he's with goes on the panel. It was RJ's panel yesterday and says that I've really gotten to know Lycantheory. And he's really not a bad guy like people say he is. He's not a bad guy. Well, maybe he's treating you well because he needs something from you. Just like everyone else treated you well, like I did when we needed something. But I also helped you. And I never took advantage of you, man. When I started seeing you wanting more from me than I was able to give, and you were able to give back, that's when I left. When it's not fair, I walk away. But see, these people use you. Maybe he's being nice to you because he needs your help to come at me. Have you ever thought of that? Maybe he needs your help to come at me because we worked together for a year, and he thinks you're going to give up all that private information that we share amongst each other when we were trying to stop these mutual perpetrators that we got restraining orders on, legitimately. Have you ever thought about that, ma'am? You ever thought about the fact that this guy's probably playing you as much as you're trying to play him, and you say you're in love with him and you're in a real relationship? I'd call it codependent at best. He's using you for something and you're using him, or trying to use him for something. It's pretty pathetic. It's the truth. And stop sending me dollar donations to send me messages. You want me to stop talking about this, ma'am? Stop coming at me. Stop helping your supposed internet boyfriend coming at me and other people. You want this to stop? Then you need to stop. I've been through the ringer, folks, on this platform unlike anyone's ever seen. And I'm still here 4 years later. Lately, I've been streaming 2 times a day. I'm 47 years old. I had a pinched nerve last year. I took some time off. I worked through it, and I'm back. And I'm still going. And no one's going to stop me from doing what I want to do. No one. And that's what I'm going to teach you folks. I want to teach you folks to have the courage and the strength to do what I worked hard to be able to do. Queen, did you miss my walking streams? Mutt, did you miss my walking streams? You folks used to love those. They were pretty entertaining and educational and informative back in those days. Some of them were still talking about these issues that were happening back then. I don't really want to talk about this stuff. I don't like drama. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. But what else can you do when these people are coming at you and your people? You got to stop it. You got to reach out to your community and say, hey, look, let's stop this so we can all get back on track. I was ignoring this guy until him and his internet girlfriend started coming at me. Yes, you both started coming at me. Because your sponsor forced you to, just like James Pink said in the chat. Your sponsor forced you to, whether you admit it or not. You're not going to admit that. One of these days, I'm telling you, this whole charade is going to be shut down. Like Rogan Man said, I've been saying that all along during this entire show. It's going to take one person with some money that wants to shut this down and prove a point. That's all it's going to take. This is everything that Lycantheory has. He has nothing else. If he loses this, he loses his soul. He loses his purpose. He loses it all. He knows that he's fighting to save his soul and his purpose. He's fighting hard too. I've never seen one guy fight so hard to keep this BS going for so long. Obviously, this defines him. This defines his soul and his purpose. And he's fighting for that. And it's pretty pathetic because it's a pretty horrible purpose to have. Of making money off of harming other people, disabled people and non-disabled people. And then trying to flip it around and make us look like we're the ones that are attacking them, not you. No. Your reverse manipulation, Lycantheory, doesn't work on me at all. At all. Not one bit. I'm only going to do 3 laps today because I don't want to extend this stream any longer. I'll check the chat when I get over into the shade in just a second here. It's a nice day. It's a beautiful day. I can't complain about that. I don't really want to complain about anything, to be honest with you. Have you seen the Amazon app? It looks different now. Yes, it does, Queen. But it still works in the same ways of delivering your products quickly and accurately. James Pink says, Lycantheory is already cheating on her from what I've heard. Really? Where have you heard that from, James? Queen Helen Case says, yes. Cheating on his internet girlfriend, is that even possible? It's pathetic. How pretty is his internet girlfriend, Coach? Look, I mean, she's an okay looking woman. If I'm going to be honest with you, she's not my type. Primarily because I don't like her attitude and what she does. If you want me to rate her on a scale of 1 to 10, reach out to me privately if you want to know. I'm not going to go public on that. I'm not going to give her any satisfaction or dissatisfaction. I'm going to be mature about it. Reach out to me privately. I'll just say this. She's okay. She's average. I'm not going to kick her down for that, man. She struggled with some emotional things in her life, and her weight has fluctuated. I've gone through that as well. So, I'm not going to kick somebody down. It's not about the looks, bro. Yes, you need to be somewhat attracted to your woman, but it's about what's inside the heart, the soul. Are they good people? Are they kind people that help people or attack people or steal from people or harm people, right? That's what you look for, bro. James says, well, I think they're the only relationships he's had. He's got no friends other than his cat. Yep, he's a loner. The wolf and the airhead don't even know each other in real life. No, they don't, Queen. George says, I heard from another YouTuber that Lycantheory sits at home all day. He's some sort of hermit. That's true. Yes, that's what he does. It's pathetic. How in the world do you think he's on panels all day, every day? Like, there are days where I'll spend half a day going on panels and doing a couple streams, but I don't do that all the time. I've been doing 2 streams a day lately because I've had the time to do it. And I typically will go hiking on weekends, but my activity partner's been pretty busy working on school stuff. And I'd rather not go hiking with my friends, to be honest with you. So I've been focused on doing a couple of YouTube streams per day. Some days 1. Just depends. Sometimes I'll go hang out with my brother or my mother. I'm just going to wait here a second. Just waiting for that lady to pass with her dog. I went on the other side, and then the dog went over to the Tambark area. Yeah, James and everyone else, I think Lycantheory knows that the jig is going to be up soon. I really am beginning to honestly feel the tables are turning. More and more people are coming forward, and more people are unhappy with the unlawful and horrific things he's doing to hurt people out here. And he's doing whatever he can to hold on to it. And that's why I think now he's with this woman, because she's good at doing this type of work. So, having her on his payroll, per se, figuratively speaking, she's not actually on his payroll, but working with him, is going to probably buy him a little more time before he self-destructs. Then they're going to self-destruct together. That's what's going to happen. What's going to happen is they're both going to self-destruct together. If it wasn't for her coming along, he would have probably already been done. He's lost a lot of his active audience. The only reason why it gets 600-700 views per stream is because he streams for 8 to 10 hours. And then he gets more thumbs down than thumbs up, like me. The funny thing is, I'm still getting more thumbs down than thumbs up, but I'm actually getting more thumbs up now than I ever have before consistently. So see, there's a shift happening. I see a shift happening. And I definitely see his audience shrinking, and I've seen my audience grow a little bit. And that's why I've been pushing harder lately and doing 1 to 2 streams per day. I want to give you folks more content. I don't want to make it all about this drama, but unfortunately that's what's infesting us right now, and I want to get rid of that. There are a lot of good people that have been infested by this drama echo chamber. And slowly but surely, they're all coming around to the good side. Just like that Sam's channel from earlier. I think I saw her in Lycantheory's chat in the past. And I think she was on his panels too. And now she's tired of it. She even thought about shutting down her YouTube channel. People are getting tired of it. I tried to tell Lycantheory. I said, dude, you're playing with fire. When you play with fire, you get burned. Drama has a limited shelf life, man. You're going to have people coming in and out like a revolving door. If you create something more positive, you're going to build an audience that's going to be sustainable long term. People will buy into you for life, man, because they like you. When people hate you, man, I mean, they don't want to be around you that long. Even other people that think they enjoy hateful content, they don't want to be around that for too long. It gets old to everybody, even people that think they like it. There are a lot of people over here. I'm just trying to avoid running into people. Not to interrupt them, and I don't have a mask, so, I'm socially distancing myself. But it feels good. It's like a brisk 57, 58 degrees. Sun's out. I'm not too hot or too cold. And the endorphins are kicking in. I'm just going to move off to the side here. Here's another soccer field. Let me just turn this away. Some people are walking by. This is a good place to check out the chat. It's shady. 31 in the box. Thank you for being here. 22 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Hey, Alex, the Beer Master, welcome to the show. Bro, Eli, I'm enjoying the walking streams. Keep up the good work. It's nice to see you back, my friend. It's great to be back, bro. It's great to be back. Thank you. Queen Helen Casey says, we know those fake accounts with all the thumbs down. Of course we do, Queen. Lewis Fuller, what told Coach Eli we all have bigger balls than they will ever have? The trolls, these trolls' balls are the size of a flea. Lewis, dude, you're like the brother I never had, dude. A lot of you are like brothers and sisters I never had. Like if I can't see one of my moderators as a brother or sister that I would have wanted to have, I wouldn't make them moderators. People that are moderators on my channel, I'm letting you folks know. If you have a mod wrench on my channel, it actually means something. Unlike the Lycantheory echo chamber where every single person has a mod wrench. Every person has a mod wrench. So what value does that have? You can't ban anybody, right? And that more so further proves it's an echo chamber because he doesn't want anyone spite banning anyone because he knows an echo chamber audience is gonna spite ban even their own audience. It's pretty pathetic. So channels like that in the echo chamber, Lycantheory, Raleigh, DeRosa, Lauren, all of them, they mod everyone. They mod everyone, and it devalues the purpose of the mod wrench. Moderators here have earned that wrench. I've gotten to know, like, and trust you. And you're like a brother or sister to me. That's how I look at people. I value people that are good people, easy to get along with, and that have a similar purpose with similar core values, core moral values and ethics, which is what I'm trying to say. I do appreciate my mods. I appreciate you, Queen, and Mutt, and many of you, Alex, and Lewis. You've all been around for a while. I know Lewis took me a little bit longer to get to know you. But once I really got to get to know you and trust you, man, you've been a blessing in disguise, bro. Seriously, you have been. You have been. Folks, get your questions in. I'm going to be going off the air in about 7 to 10 minutes. I'm only doing 3 laps, 3 miles today. I'm actually hungry. I haven't eaten too much today, so I should have eaten a little bit before this walk. But between the earlier long stream and some other stuff and setting up this stream and doing this, I forgot to eat. No excuse, you know. Let me check out the chat here. Big Bill says, why are these people so obsessed with you? Because they I guess they call me a lol cow. Because Lycantheory's primary audience is my former audience that I banned from my channel for violating my rules of being good. They're obsessed with me because I'm profitable to them, because I'm more entertaining than they are, I guess, right? Humbly speaking. Lewis says, you're welcome. We appreciate you. I appreciate you too, bro. Dream says, hey, American Dream, welcome. You're a good man. Last night I had a man on my stream who used profanity every other word and was toxic to others. I won't do that again. I've learned from you on what not to do. It's okay to use profanity every now and then, even on a monetized channel, as long as it's in the right context. But if that guy was a sailor mouth, then that might not be good, man. American Dream with the $2 super chat. I'm breaking away from drama this day forward. And Dream, thank you again for the super chat, bro. I'm not going to question your super chat abilities anymore, man. I'm just going to let people be. But Dream, here's the thing. It's one thing to report the drama as part of the news, and it's another thing to incite drama or instigate drama. Do you folks understand that? And Dream, I don't know if you saw this earlier. This is my park, Red Morton Park. I grew up at this park, bro. I play Little League Baseball here, AYSO soccer. This is my park, my hometown park, bro. That's why I won't move out of this area, even though it's so expensive, man. I grew up here. This is what I know as my home. It's my home, man. But yeah, it's one thing to incite and instigate drama, and another thing to talk about other channels that are harming other channels by being drama channels. There's a difference. Nothing wrong talking about it every now and then. You have to talk about it because, you know, you have to make new people aware of what's going on in case these people come at your audience, especially if you're a live streamer. If you're just doing pre-recorded videos, it's not a problem. If you're a live streamer, that's a problem, because live streams are extremely vulnerable to attacks. They are. And I thought about, I mean, I used to create a lot of pre-recorded videos on my former channel. That's why I've been playing a lot of them when I do my streams from the studio instead of music. But I love the live streams. I love engaging with the people. I will be doing some pre-recorded videos every now and then in the future once the audience grows bigger and it's more sustainable. But I love the live streams. It's just that they're very, very prone to attacks. They are. They really are. And you got to learn how to protect yourself and how to handle it and get the right mod crew. Use Nightbot, use the block words list on YouTube, get some good mods to learn your moderating style, and you're good. It's literally taken me years to get the right people here to moderate and to set up Nightbot and my security the right way. And I think it's pretty good for the most part. If I didn't have the right mods and all that security, I'd be getting hammered right now. I would be getting trolled by 300 channels. It would be unbearable. I wouldn't be able to run a stream. And I can teach you folks how to protect your channels in the same ways. Maybe I'll do a stream on that at some point, or a pre-recorded video. Let me check the chat here. Still have 30 in the box. 23 thumbs up. I respect you, Coach Eli. I can't say that for some others. I won't have their toxic stream because they're unpredictable. One guest can ruin your reputation. I can do without toxic people from now on. That's good to hear, Dream. Queen says I stay gone for so long because I am always busy and there are certain topics I can't put on YouTube. Yeah, I know, Queen. It's been getting hard lately. American Dream 1.5 says, "Hi, Queen. I enjoy your political commentary bits. She's good. She is good." Big Bill, what's your favorite type of terrain to walk on? I actually prefer to go hiking on dirt. I like real hiking trails. I like the hard hiking trails. The ones that are 10 to 15 miles long and they have rolling hills and then you go through some brush. Hang on a second. I like the hiking trails, like I said, that make you feel like you're actually in the woods because you are in the woods. Rolling hills, up and down, rocks, trails where you have to wear hiking boots. I love hiking boots. You feel like you're like a truck when you're wearing hiking boots because you have all that traction with the hiking boots and you can go and walk over anything, rocks. You can go downhill on a gravel or a dirt trail that has loose dirt, and the hiking boots will give you traction so you don't slip and you can feel it, man. I love that feeling. I love feeling like I'm a truck, driving through the woods or on a dirt, hiking trail in the woods. Now, I can't always get out to the hiking trails, so, I've been doing my walks almost every day. I just haven't been broadcasting streams for a while. And part of the reason was because of this other side, they were doing crazy things. But, like I mentioned in the past, Redwood City Police and San Mateo County Sheriff, they all know me, and the system has been notated, so if anyone tries to call a SWAT call on me, even at the park, they know who I am. It's not going to work. They've tried that before. If they try to swap, my place. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to mention one thing before I go off the air. Raleigh, you publicly stated on your stream that, Poon Handler wanted to swap me. And you said that you sent him my address because you have my address from from the DMCA form. Well, now I use a P.O. box. I don't use my address anymore. And let me ask you this, Raleigh. How do you folks know that I haven't moved and just not told you? I'm not saying I have or I haven't, but how do you know? Right? It's telling somebody you're going to swat them on your public stream, dude, is not a cool thing to do. But here's the thing. Like I said, you guys do what you got to do. You make that phone call. Their systems are notated. Redwood City Police and San Mateo County Sheriff. They both have it in their computer system. It's in the database. So you call up and you mention my name, or you mention my phone number or anything that identifies me, because if you don't give my name, they're not gonna know who you're talking about. They put my name in there and boom. Oh yeah, this guy's a YouTuber. He contacted us because these morons try to swap people. We'll go check it out and say hi to him, but we're not gonna, go up to him with machine guns or rifles or whatever they use. They're not machine guns. They're what do they use? Like rifles or something? I don't know. I did actually see one time when I was when I did a walking stream at the park last year, before I took a break from doing them. I was driving back to my place and I saw like 3 Redwood City police cars with a bunch of policemen hiding behind their vehicles and aiming guns. I think they were rifles at the at a house. So I think there was a distress call. I think there was a SWAT called in. It was kind of freaky. They had that side of the road closed, but the other side was open, so I was able to drive by from the other side. It was pretty freaking insane. It's an AK-47. Is that what they use? So they use assault rifles, is what you're saying, Lewis, huh? Is that what they really use, man? I thought that those were illegal here. AR-10, yeah. That sounds, it's more of an assault rifle, yeah. Yeah. AK-47s are illegal here, bro. Guys, you guys that know guns, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe AK-47s are illegal in the U.S. Yeah, they're assault rifles, yeah. AK-47, that's funny, man. The A SWAT team does? No, I don't even think the SWAT teams have AK-47s, dude. I think AK-47s are illegal in the States. It'll be on a state-by-state basis. Okay. I think in California, AK-47s are definitely illegal. That's a deadly weapon, man. Can you imagine Lycantheory being allowed to own an AK-47? Food for thought. All right, folks. I'm going to check the chat one last time. Let me come over here where it's shady. And then I'm going to wrap this up and call it a night. I'm going to check out that that other channel. I can't remember what the name was. I'll have to scroll back on the live stream replay. Unless, I think it was you, Pink, that made me aware of that. Unless you remind me of that channel name. We've been on for an hour and 27 minutes. Let's see. You seen that guy in Nevada, I think, worth $3 million worth of guns? That's insane, Bill. What are you going to do with that many guns? Mr. L plays with a BB gun. Yeah, you're right. Well, he actually bought a handgun. He bought a handgun because some guy on YouTube that goes with the name of ODN used his green screen and made a video trying to make it appear like he was in Mr. L's area, and he had like his finger pointed out like he had a gun pointing at him. So Lycantheory went and bought a gun, and then somebody from that drama sphere called the police or called the gun shop and basically, told them that this guy's insane. You need to do a full background check and make sure that he's legit before you sell him the gun. And they put they put on hold selling him the gun because of that. It wasn't me. People thought it was me. People think like I'm the one that's doing all this stuff. If I do something, I'll come out and say it. I got nothing to hide. My intentions are pure. But yeah, that's what happened. Don't forget, there are false flags happening everywhere. That's true, Queen. That's true, Queen. That phrase has more than one meaning. Not only on YouTube, but off of YouTube as well. You know what false flags are, Dream. All right, folks, I'm going to get on out of here. Actually, let me see. Just going to walk around a little bit more here for a second. Walking towards the car. I'll stay on a few more minutes. Let me answer a few more questions. I'll ask you about it after the show. American Dream, it's what the Democrats do to trick people. You see, I'm a strong enough man to not let that get to me. All right, folks, I'm going to get on out of here. I won't be back for another stream, a third stream later tonight. There's another stream that I'm probably going to try to go on. I can't remember the name. I believe James Pink made me aware. I'll have to scroll back to the beginning of the stream to find that. So with that being said, have yourselves a great night. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye. We're out. Peace out.